Welcome to this channel. So in yesterday's video I shared that according to the Shaolin Short Strike Classic, one must learn the key point properly and accurately in order to learn one art. So in other words, it is one need to know the key points. One need to know the key points accurately, and one must not missing something there. Okay, so key point, do not miss anything, and accurately, that is the bottom line. Now, so this morning I got a message from our Wing Chun friends, asked me to define it or to share an example on it. So just now I just defined for you. First, you need to know the key points. The second is we need to know the thing accurately. The third is not missing anything. So that means we cannot just go, my opinion, my way. Okay, we need to know what it is. It's like making a smartphone. One need exactly to know what is going on, how to make the things. Okay, so as an example, in today, whether it is accurately, it is not missing anything, it is key point, it is very simple, can be verified with science and the ancient scripture. So we really don't need to use our brain to keeping thinking and speculate on things. In today's sports science, we know that that is a study of body, okay, and the joints, and it is called the stability and mobility continuum. If we use that to check whatever the ancient is presenting, they have to be verified or consistent. They ought to tell the same thing because this is about human body, right? So with science and the ancient, we can verify whether that thing is proper or not. And if we can do it proper without missing something, we know the key point, and we can develop the thing. Without that, we cannot develop the thing. Now, as an example, say in the 1850s, Wing Chun SLT, there's a problem there. Usually people get into this, my way, my sifu teach me this way, my interpretation, without checking into the ancient and without following the 1850s concrete, and do not verify by science. So let's just take one simple posture. Okay? You see everybody, when they do SLT, they do this, right? Put their hand there, and then they push down, okay? Push down, this part, okay? Well, this is problematic. This is exactly missing the point. It is inaccurate practice. So, what is the accurate practice? Well, the accurate practice and application is like this. It is this. This is accurate. It is not like that. Okay? First, this is the 1850s Ichi Kamyongma. Every of your 7 joints, 7 balls actually link together. Okay? And then it spin out. Okay? Now, if you use the mobility and stability continuum today, And by the way, the mobility and stability continuum is using for rehab, okay? Both rehab and the functional training for sports. So the proper movement need to be able to use for rehab and sport. Rehab is just get it proper, and sport is strengthen it. So now, if you look at it with the joints, mobility and stability continuum, you see my entire body, the 7 balls, is spinning, and every ball is activate. And also, due to this, the stability and mobility continuum, it is actually naturally handled. Okay? So you got your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder blade, your spine, the entire thing. Okay? Now, if we're just doing like this, what are we doing? The most is we use the shoulder and then we press like this. Is this going to train the entire body's stability and mobility continuum? Because you need that for your function, right? And even if you want for rehab, you say, oh, Chinese thing have this Qigong, internal. And of course, if you have internal, meaning that you ought to have the ability for rehab. Do you have anything of that? It's just partial moving of this. In fact, the shoulder is break apart from the body if you do that. However, the proper way is this. You see the entire thing go. And that's how you handle your entire 7 balls according to the stability and mobility continuum in today's words. You develop that function, you develop your body, every joint. Okay? So you develop the movement, you develop the joints. So it contributes to the body handling development and the momentum function, or the function which support the momentum development. So the help is one thing, the function of supporting that momentum is the second thing. It has that. So in this way, you know it is having the key points, you know you have it accurately and you're not missing something. So you'll be able to develop that. Now when somebody might ask, oh, what is your talking about this application? Well, because these days you see everybody when they do a set, they keeping thinking application. But if they miss what I just shared with you, how is the application going to work? It's just like you having a broken race car and you say, I want to race this way. Or this car is broken because we need it to race this way. This is very ridiculous. So in the reality, if you have my book, Restructuring Wing Chun, it's this. It is the application, this General Qigong Classic. So with this, we know every point, we know it, how it is proper, and we not missing anything. So with the ancient and today's science, we know what it is. Okay, it is not, you don't need rocket scientists. Just follow what the ancient teach. And you can verify it with the science. Today's sports science is very mature. Okay, the sportmen, athletes using that to rehab, to train for better performance. Now, If you have a Wing Chun inception, the reason why this is more into the body development, this is more into momentum, is this. There's the 7 bowl stuff there and how to handling all this thing there. If you put this in the check it out or verify with the stability and mobility continuum, you can see that it is converging because of the human body. And if one train that, one know how to use that. And say, oh yeah, this is Bong Sao. This is not, this is Bong and at the same time strike. It is thing which is very simple. The problem come in today's traditional Chinese martial art is one do not know the key point, one do not know thing accurately, one missing something and try to explain thing in their own opinion. So you end up, as what I said, the 1850 Xiu Lim Tao. There are many people doing this. Most of people doing this. But I do this. And then people say, why is it? Well, if you follow the rule, you do this. Your body is slant a little bit too. It's not standing square like this and you push like this. What type of power can you learn that? Can you develop that? And besides, you miss your Bong Sao here. So hopefully this explain to you or illustrate the details on you. Traditional Chinese martial art is in really serious crisis now. Why? Because we really, most of the time, do not follow what the ancient talk about, and it is not scientific at all. So it is living in its own land. That is the problem.